Jack and Monica thought they could hide their love in the shadows, but shadows have a way of betraying secrets. One night at an abandoned train station, passion collides with danger when Monica's husband steps out of the darkness with menacing intent. What follows is a brutal clash between love and possession, where every heartbeat could be the last. Jack knew from the first moment he saw Monica that she was trouble. She walked into the cafe wearing a red dress that caught every eye, but it was the way she looked at him that made his chest tighten. Her gaze was bold, but there was sadness behind it, as if she was carrying secrets too heavy to share. Jack wasn't supposed to notice her. He wasn't supposed to even look, because Monica was married to a wealthy, powerful man who controlled almost everything in the city. But when she smiled at him, something inside him broke free. Their conversation started with simple things: coffee, books, music. But soon, the air between them grew heavy with unspoken desires. Jack knew this was dangerous, yet he couldn't stop. Monica warned him, her voice trembling. "If anyone finds out, we could lose everything." But in that warning, Jack also heard longing. They were both trapped. She in her golden cage of marriage, and he in his fear of never truly living. That fear pushed them closer, and when her fingers finally brushed against his, Jack knew his life was about to change forever. The first time they kissed, it was reckless. They were in the library, hidden between tall shelves of forgotten books. Monica pressed her lips against his, as if she wanted to erase every thought except him. Jack kissed her back, and the world went silent. But danger has a way of finding lovers who play with fire. That night, Monica didn't go home until late, and her husband noticed. He was no fool. His instincts were sharp, and suspicion was a poison that spread quickly in his veins. The next day, Monica's husband sent men to follow her. Jack felt their eyes even before he saw them. Two men in black sat in a car near his apartment, pretending to read newspapers. His heart raced, but when he looked at Monica, she whispered, "I don't care. I'd rather risk everything than live half dead." Jack wanted to believe her, but deep down, he knew their love wasn't just dangerous. It was a death sentence waiting to be signed. Their meetings grew desperate, each moment carrying both joy and dread. Monica started sneaking away more often, her excuses thinner, her lies harder to keep. Jack began waking in the middle of the night, drenched in sweat, thinking of shadows at his door. He started to dream of her husband, standing over him with a knife, whispering, "You stole what was mine." The city felt smaller every day. Once, as they drove to the edge of town, Jack saw a black car in the rearview mirror, following them for miles. Monica squeezed his hand and said, "Keep driving." Her voice was steady, but her eyes betrayed fear. At the old riverbank, where the water was dark and still, she broke down. "I can't keep lying, Jack. He's going to find out." Jack pulled her close, holding her trembling body. "Then we run," he whispered. But even as he said it, he wondered, run to where? They planned their escape in secret. Jack would take what little money he had, Monica would grab her jewels, and together they would vanish into another city. But fate has cruel timing. One evening, Jack returned home to find his apartment door wide open. Inside, his belongings were torn apart, scattered like broken promises. On his wall, scratched with a knife, were the words, "She belongs to me." Panic consumed him. He called Monica, but her phone was off. Hours later, she appeared at his door, her face pale, her lip bleeding. "He knows," she whispered, tears rolling down her cheeks. "He hit me, Jack. He said if I ever see you again, he'll kill us both." Jack felt rage boil inside him, hotter than fear. He wanted to fight, but Monica clung to him, begging, "Don't, please, don't make this worse." For the first time, Jack realized that love wasn't just passion. It was pain, sacrifice, and a war he wasn't sure he could win. Days passed in restless silence. Monica's husband tightened his grip, never letting her out of sight. But Jack couldn't give her up. One night, Monica sneaked out and met him at the abandoned train station. The place smelled of rust and secrets. They sat on a broken bench, their hands entwined, listening to the silence of a world that didn't want them together. "We can't keep living like this," Monica said. Jack nodded, his throat dry. Suddenly, footsteps echoed through the empty station. Jack's blood turned cold. Out of the shadows stepped Monica's husband, flanked by two men. His eyes were dark with fury, his voice sharp as a blade. "I warned you, Jack. Now you'll pay." Monica screamed, trying to shield Jack, but one of the men grabbed her, pulling her back. Jack lunged forward, rage burning in his veins, but a fist sent him crashing to the ground. The fight was brutal. Jack tasted blood, felt his ribs crack under a boot, but he kept standing, kept fighting. Monica's screams cut through the air, begging them to stop. At some point, a knife flashed, slicing the air between life and death. Monica's scream echoed in the hollow station. In that moment, something inside her broke. She stood, blood on her hands, and faced her husband with eyes no longer filled with fear but with fire. "You'll never own me again," she said, her voice like thunder. For the first time, he hesitated, taken aback by her defiance. Monica fled into the night, carrying Jack's memory in her heart. The affair